Okay, you've seen it. I've seen it. It's been all over social media. It's been everywhere. Everybody from Arizona to California has sent me variations of this non-stop. And the attack, it's just a rocket, you idiots, you effing morons, this, that, and the other thing. Let me tell you something there, genius. If this was a rocket, that would be the rocket, okay? It would never run perpendicular to the Earth like it was, and it would never, ever have whatever this is in the center. It appears to be a spiral. It appears to be causing waves as it appears to be fluid. What is it? I do not know, but it's some sort of energy weapon or something to that effect that appears to be trying to pierce the veil or the dome. I know it sounds completely crazy, but look at this. This is in no way normal whatsoever at all. We saw the same thing in 2015 in Florida, except the one in Florida didn't have this right here that you can clearly see pulsing right along. Are we looking at another worldly entity? Is this something from another dimension breaking through? This is big time. This is no joke whatsoever at all. It certainly isn't a rocket, because what's that behind it that's pulsing and moving around, and according to people that live there, dropping orbs of plasma-like material? And that is not a rocket. None of this makes any sense whatsoever at all. And the fact that it looks like sperm, no pun intended. Actually, that's not even a pun. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it does. What exactly are we seeing? I think this is much bigger, much larger than what we could possibly imagine. And the fact that the attacks are so vicious and instantaneous leads me to believe we're not wrong. This is crazy. The more you look at it, the crazier it gets. And the amount of people coming out defending the SpaceX nonsensical story is stunning. It's absolutely stunning. This is not normal in any way whatsoever at all. This thing right here stays in the exact area the entire time. We've seen these things before. They've shot these, or however they produce these. Don't forget that this happened directly after the winter solstice. And if you look at this thing right there, it looks exactly like an angel. Watch this. You see what I'm saying? Exactly like an angel. What are they doing? What is it? I couldn't tell you, but SpaceX, that's absolute bullshit, because nobody that lived in that area that sent me video from right over their house heard one single solitary thing about it, and airlines were not disrupted. But check this out. A subscriber of mine named Oswald sent me this email, and he shows a picture of breaching the water. This is what it looks like when a bullet hits the water. See that? Slow motion, whatever. He's right. It's the same thing, self-illuminated, doesn't look like anything like a rocket launch. They're trying to breach the dome like Nimrod. Breaching the dome, hard to soft. Is that what we saw? Did we see a missile go and hit the firmament, and then we saw it on the other side? Do you see what I'm saying? Because it makes perfect sense. I don't care how crazy it sounds. We know that's what they're trying to do. The missile gets launched right here, hits the dome, and then on the other side, it looks exactly like a bullet in water. I mean, it looks exactly like a bullet in water. You see what I'm saying? That's the missile. It hits the firmament. You'd have to understand, this could be going out. So it's hard to tell from the perspective, but that's exactly what it looks like. Because it's moving like it's in water. Believe it or not, rockets go really, really fast, according to what they tell us. I find it odd that there's a large gap right there. This guy sucks with the camera. This is on our side of the veil, or the dome. There's the gap. This is it on the other side. Like a bullet in water. Call me crazy, but I'm not buying the SpaceX story whatsoever at all, and nobody can quite explain what that is. Okay? Let's say it was a rocket, like they're telling us, okay? You would have something like this. This wouldn't be there. We've never seen stuff like that before. But what is this thing that stays in the exact location the entire time? And people that live there that watch this go over their heads or whatever said it was dropping small orbs of light. Yeah. Definitely something to think about. And right after the winter solstice, they always do stuff at this time. I told you something was coming, and look at that. Look at that, right before Christmas. Richie from Boston. Like, share, subscribe, or